Want to travel the world without breaking the bank? Stick around to learn how to create the perfect travel budget. But first, welcome to Travel Wisdom, the channel where we share travel tips, travel facts, and so much more. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. What's your top tip for saving money while traveling? Share in the comments below. In this video, we talk about how to make a travel budget. But if you want to learn about unique ways to save money while traveling, you should check out my video, 10 unique ways to save money while traveling. It's linked in my bio and at the end of the video. Let's get started. Step 1. Determine your total budget. First, take a look at your current savings. How much money do you have set aside specifically for this trip? This will be the foundation of your budget. Next, consider any extra funds you might have coming in before your trip. This could be an upcoming paycheck, a bonus, or any side hustle income. Now, set a realistic budget. How much can you afford to spend without affecting your day-to-day expenses and financial responsibilities? Be honest with yourself to avoid stress later. Consider additional funding sources if needed. You might use a portion of your tax return, sell unused items, or even take on a part-time job to boost your travel fund. Combine all these amounts to set your total budget. This will be the maximum amount you're willing to spend on your trip. Remember, this total budget is your guide. It'll help you make informed decisions as we move on to planning each aspect of your trip. All right, now that you've determined your total budget, you're one step closer to an amazing, stress-free adventure. In the next step, we'll break down this budget into specific categories to keep everything organized. This will give you a clear idea of where your money will go and help you plan accordingly. Let's break it down. Research and list major expenses. First, identify the major expense categories for your trip. Typically, these include flights, accommodation, transportation, food, activities, miscellaneous. Next, research the average costs for each category based on your destination. This step is crucial to ensure your budget is realistic and comprehensive. Use flight comparison websites like Skyscanner, Wayaway, or Google Flights to find the best deals on airfare. When it comes to accommodations, check platforms like Booking.com, Airbnb, and Hostelworld to compare prices and find budget-friendly options. If you're interested, a few of these platforms are linked in my bio. Feel free to check them out. Transportation. Look into local transportation options such as buses, trains, and public transit passes. Don't forget to include potential taxi or rideshare costs. Food. Research average meal prices in your destination. Use resources like travel blogs and forums for insights on affordable dining options. Activities. Look up the cost of popular attractions, tours, and activities. Many destinations offer free or low-cost options, so be sure to include those. In some destinations, you can get a tourist card or a city pass, where you pay a one-time price, but get access to multiple tourist attractions. This is a great way to save money. I've linked a few of these passes in my bio if you're interested. Miscellaneous. Don't forget to budget for miscellaneous expenses such as souvenirs, tips, and emergency funds. After gathering all this information, create a detailed expense list. This list will help you allocate your budget more effectively. Step 3. Apply your budget to each category. First, prioritize your essential expenses. These are the costs you absolutely cannot avoid, like flights and accommodation. Allocate a portion of your budget based on the average cost you researched. This is usually one of the biggest expenses, so be sure to set aside enough funds. Similarly, set aside funds for your accommodation. Depending on your preference, this could be for hotels, hostels, or Airbnb. Next, allocate funds for your daily needs, such as food and local transportation. These expenses can vary, but it's important to budget for them realistically. Estimate how much you'll spend per day on meals and multiply by the number of days you'll be traveling. Budget for local transportation costs, including public transit passes, taxis, or ride-sharing services. Now, set aside money for activities and experiences. This is where you can plan for tours, entrance fees, and other fun things you want to do. Use the cost estimates you gathered earlier to set aside a portion of your budget for activities. Don't forget to include a miscellaneous category for unexpected expenses. Set aside a portion of your budget as a safety net for unforeseen costs. Finally, adjust your allocations as necessary. If you find one category is too high, see if you can cut back in another area. The goal is to balance your budget so it covers all your needs without exceeding your total amount. For example, if our total budget is $1,500, it might look something like this. Flights, $500. Accommodation, $600. Food, $300. Transportation, $100. Activities, $200. Miscellaneous, $100. And there you have it. By designate your budget to each category, you ensure that you have enough funds for every part of your trip. Step 4. Find ways to save money. Now that we've allocated our budget, it's time to find ways to make our money go even further. Step 4 is all about finding ways to save money without compromising on your travel experience. Let's dive in. Start by looking for deals and discounts on flights and accommodations. Use comparison websites, sign up for fare alerts, and take advantage of seasonal sales. Consider budget accommodations like hostels, guest houses, or vacation rentals. These can be significantly cheaper than hotels and often provide unique experiences. Use public transportation instead of taxis or ride-sharing services. Public transit is not only cheaper, but also gives you a chance to experience the city like a local. Eat like a local to save on food costs. Try street food, local markets, and affordable eateries instead of expensive tourist restaurants. Take advantage of free activities and attractions. Many cities offer free walking tours, museums, parks, and festivals. See if you can expand your budget by selling things you can't use, such as old clothes, furniture, or other things before your trip. Step 5. In Step 5, we'll talk about the importance of tracking your spending during your trip. Keeping a close eye on your expenses ensures you stay within your budget and avoid any financial surprises. Use budgeting apps to track your expenses on the go. Apps like Trail Wallet, Travel Spend, or even a simple spreadsheet can help you log your spending. Record every expense, no matter how small. This habit ensures you don't overlook small costs that can add up over time. Regularly review your budget to see how you're doing. If you're overspending in one category, adjust your spending in another to stay on track. In Step 6, we'll discuss the importance of planning for the unexpected. Travel can be unpredictable, so having a safety net is crucial. Let's go through it. Set aside an emergency fund within your budget. Aim for at least 10–20% of your total budget to cover unforeseen expenses like medical emergencies, lost items, or unexpected changes in your itinerary. Be prepared for emergencies by having a list of local emergency contacts, travel insurance details, and copies of important documents. In Step 7, I'll share some final tips and advice to ensure your trip is both enjoyable and budget-friendly. Here we go. Stay flexible and be ready to adjust your plans if necessary. Flexibility can lead to unexpected adventures and better deals. Prioritize experiences over material things. Memories and experiences are far more valuable than souvenirs or shopping. Remember to have fun and embrace the journey. Travel is about exploring new places, meeting new people, and creating lasting memories. And there you have it, travelers. By following these steps, you can create a travel budget that ensures an amazing and stress-free adventure. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips and guides. Have any favorite budgeting tips of your own? Share them in the comments below. Safe travels and see you in the next video. Bye!